Hello guys, welcome to Training brought to you by Airtel. My name is Pascal and I'm so excited to have you join us here on the show today.
That's right, I'm Kim Opera and we are your hosts for the day. We've got an amazing show lined up for you, full of lots of surprises, so you don't want to go anywhere.
Absolutely, that's what you should understand because of course we're coming with a lot of fire. So do us a favor by just sitting down, getting your popcorn and chilling because of course trending is getting started right now.
After this short break. Welcome back. It's still trending, brought to you by Airtel, and this segment is called What's Trending. And today we'll be talking about body positivity, what it is that it means to embrace body positivity. Absolutely. And why is it important. In today's world, beauty standards have evolved over time, and the potential impact of these standards on people's perceptions of their own bodies have led people to take certain negative actions.
I support you. Yeah. It's appalling, and it's a bit episode how people hashtag people in the way they look, and of course just call them names by the way they look. It's just something that's really, really bad.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of people go through a lot of things because of how the body positivity is, and that have actually led them into certain things they do not want to go to.
Okay, so how would you define body positivity, and what does it mean to embrace it? What is body positivity for you, Pascal?
Well, it's very simple. The word is very clear. Body positivity is having a positive view of how you are made, okay? How you're created by God. God, the things God gave you, the features, okay? God gave you everything.
Yeah.
If you are chubby, you take it like that. If you are skinny like me, you take it like that, and everything. So it's great. That's what body positivity is. So what about you? What do you?
I mean, you said it all. It's as the name says, you know.
Body positivity.
Just having confidence in who you are or how your body is.
Be proud of who you are.
Yeah,
exactly.
Just having confidence in yourself, basically.
That's it.
So, why do you think body positivity is important for individuals' mental health and self-esteem? These are conversations online, guys. Like this is what people are saying, and we're just gonna be, talking about it.
Them. Yeah. So, why do I feel it's important?
Yes.
Man, because firstly, the mind controls the anatomy. It means that your mind controls your body. Anything that affects your mind affects your body. So, in total,
that's
the mind is
saying.
it's okay.
Yeah.
Send one to my
I'm gonna take that one.
So anything in the end you realize that your body functions based on what is in your mind. So if you are that kind of person that allows everything that people say to you go into your mind, then that's the way your body's gonna be functioning, and it also goes really deep into how you relate with other people as well. So it's called the mental. The mental is the mental stress is the worst type of stress.
That's
okay,
true.
so it may become a negative stressor that becomes
without you even knowing. That's even the funny part.
So
people don't actually realize that not accepting themselves for who they are or how they are or how they were created actually affects their mental health.
It does.
They really don't know.
It does.
That's where all the insecurities and all of that strive from.
Exactly.
Especially like you said, in relating to other people.
Exactly.
Because there's a saying that if you don't love yourself, how do you expect to give love?
Absolutely. Absolutely. But there's another thing that people actually do, following the bandwagon. It means that when you see people following a particular trend, you tend to want to follow it as well. So, but if you could keep to yourself and know that you are beautifully made, okay, Imago Day, you're beautifully made. It means that, man, you don't necessarily have to follow the trend. Okay, the trend just sometimes do not really matter.
Okay.
But man, that's what the people are actually looking for. So it depends on the.
Yeah. So it says, what are some of the potential barriers that people face when trying to embrace body positivity, and how can these barriers be overcome?
Potential barriers are, firstly, the greatest type of barrier is the societal barrier. Yeah, how society actually sees you. Okay, so
how society says you are supposed to be like.
You're supposed to be like. Hey, you get it now. Exactly.
Exactly.
So the societal barrier is like one of the deepest part of barriers that actually affects the mind again, because man, everything is about the mind. Once you have a perfect esteem, okay, a positive self-esteem about yourself, man, you carry yourself the way you are. I've seen people that are so chubby, and they dance as if they are skinny. They still they do different things, but they do other things as though they were normal shape. And it's even more attractive to see how people carry themselves as they are, better than people carrying themselves as the society is painting them,
or the society tells you to be.
Yeah, exactly. So one of the barriers is this social barrier that the society try to create in the mind.
There's also personal barriers.
Personal barriers as well.
Barriers for yourself.
Exactly. That means this is how I want to be. This is how I want to be. This is how I want to be.
This is how I want to be.
Exactly.
I don't think my nose should be like that.
Yeah, exactly. But does not mean sometimes. It's actually, let's call a spade, Kim. And sometimes I feel like body positivity also people should try to also work in it. So as much as possible, as we're talking, like people should try to embrace who they are, even if you're trying to embrace who you are. But sometimes you know that heredity and environment shapes the personality of a child. So but you know that from your own hereditary background, you know that your dad is a bit chubby, your mom is a bit chubby, so there's tendency that you are going to be chubby. Why? Because
oh my god, I tell myself this every day, Pascal. You don't even understand. Like sometimes, right, when I see my mom, because over time she started out skinny, and then after birth and all of that, you know what happens to a woman's body. Exactly. So like it's always at the back of my mind, like, this is
how I'm gonna be.
I'm like, hey, Kim, we gotta be careful because
we don't,
I don't.
Is the truth. Yeah. So now that you know that, okay, over time now you're seeing your mom like that, all you have to do right now is start.
Exactly. So I watch what I eat.
So it's not about saying, okay, we may be really be talking.
Dietary, plan that I follow. It's not easy. So
and this is not about society. It's about good health. Okay?
Yes.
It's not about society. Good health, because health is wealth in the end. So we may be praising people to embrace their body types, but also the truth is the fact that we will also tell people that, man, if you know that you have a tendency of increasing or decreasing, as the case may be, all you have to do is to work on yourself and make sure that you're okay. Does not mean that anybody is body shaming you or anything, but that's just how
so this is
supposed to be.
But that's just like one conversation. Let's talk about people that, due to some reasons or not, that have disabilities or chronic illnesses, that have probably impaired them as a person or not. There's always like some sort of like reaction stereotype rather to these people. Like how can one embrace positivity in that light, and how do we combat such narratives in society?
It's very simple. This is very, very simple. One of the examples I'm going to give is albinism.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. It's not bad to be an albino.
No,
okay, I've seen really cute, beautiful albinos, handsome people. Okay, and they're doing greatly. Okay, they're doing so great.
But society has made
and
them
of course,
feel like
even
outcasts.
some of them. No, it's not about society. It's some of them. These days, you see them doing skits.
Oh yes.
Yeah, you see them. They sound
they're coming
funny,
out. Yeah.
But in the end, it's about how you want
to be
exactly. Just like how people owe respect to the military. Now, sometimes you see people in skits, like they do skits, like if the soldier slap you, Normally, the military man is not supposed to slap a civilian like that. But with the rate of how people are pushing it, if soldier slap you, so any civilian that is walking in the room, when he sees a military man, is afraid. Normally, you're not supposed to be afraid. Do you understand?
Because the police is your friend.
Exactly. The police, the force is your friend. So you understand. But here now, coming back to the albinism. So you see people currently creating a trend of the comedy skits. You're looking at a particular place where you're not seeing the thing. You're saying something else. You're talking to one person here, but the person is here, and it's funny, but in the mind, it's creating a stereotype of how people see these people. So they are the one using their hands. Some of them, okay, not all of them. They're trying to use their hand to put that stereotype on themselves. Especially comedy.
That's why I love the likes of Winnie Harlow and Co. that have actually like come out publicly and said, this is who I am.
Exactly.
And you must accept me for who I am.
Exactly.
And this, in a large context, has helped other people that have, been facing like similar concerns or even worse or less, to actually come out of their You know, because they all have
Exactly.
talents to give regardless.
Of course.
You know,
of
they all have
course, they
talents
do.
to give regardless, but there always has to be that person that would have to take the first step
Absolutely.
for others to see
You're
that,
correct.
okay, it's possible for me to, in as much as society, I would always say society, because growing up, like, society made me feel like, you know, these people were outcasts or there was something wrong with them.
Yeah, there's this particular.
Meanwhile, how you would even hear
Yeah,
that, oh,
there's this particular
have you
say-
ever seen like an obituary for like albinos
Oh
or
my
stuff like
God.
that? Like, you know, like
Exactly.
just,
There's
but this
one
is
particular one
society
in
we
Yoruba
grew
they used to
up
say,
in.
"Afiu jeyo omi atalomu."
What does that mean?
So it's crazy. Yeah, it's like an albino does not eat salt; it drinks only pepper water.
What does that even mean?
So honestly, that's like literally how they actually call them. Then another thing is like they don't see in the afternoon; they only see at night. They see clear. They see them. They see so clear at night. So
Wow.
all this kind of terror stereotype were what we grew up with, and right now.
Yes, and that's why I'm happy for, you know, what's happening and how, you know, on a global scale, like people are
great.
stepping up and they are being embraced into society. I mean, we just had like, I think Ebubu that just was in the last Big Brother Titans.
Exactly.
He's an albino, and
Yeah.
I just love to see that. You know, I was like,
Absolutely. It's
finally,
great.
it's about time we have, you
Yeah,
know,
exactly.
you know, diverse people
And
on there.
shout out to likes of the people that are also working on pageantry for this albino people as well. I don't really know the names, but shout out
Oh,
to
they are
them
pageants
people.
for the-
Yeah, they
oh,
are
wow,
pageants for those.
that's
And
nice.
also talking about still body positivity, we have people doing
That-
pageantry for the chubby women with
Yes.
so beautiful bodies, which of course that's some kind of women
Bold
that
and
some of
it's
you
Miss,
like.
it's
though.
called Miss
But-
Bold and Beautiful.
Bold and beautiful. Men,
Bold.
some men really love bold and beautiful. So
Of course.
it's the preference. You shout out to all the men who love bold and
Honestly,
beautiful.
we just need to try and be, for me, generally, when it comes to body positivity, like, I didn't know that, you know, thank God now for social media and some things,
Yeah.
you know, to be sensitive about the kind of words we use to.
Exactly.
You know, I never knew growing up calling someone fat was a big deal.
Yeah, exactly.
But I've come to understand, I've grown and I've learned to know that it's actually not really nice. It
No,
actually
it's not,
affects
it's not.
people's psyche.
It does affect.
You know, commenting on people's body, their types, their issues, and like, I mean, everybody knows if they have a problem or not. You know, you don't really
Yeah.
necessarily have to tell them
I
to
tell
their
you.
face, and even if
Exactly.
you have to, like, you try as possible as you can to be polite.
Absolutely.
You
Another
know?
thing that people, especially parents right now, this is to parent. So you know that your child has a tendency of getting really chubby. And still, at a particular stage in his or her life, you are feeding.
No, this one, yeah, I actually have
You
to
say,
come.
let him go. Let him. You say,
I'm
let him eat it. Let him eat it. Let him eat
sorry,
it. Okay.
But I don't know who told African mothers that being chubby is a sign of good health. Because
Yeah, go, Joe. Let
these
him
ones,
eat.
they
Let
do
him
not
eat food.
care. They
Yeah,
don't
but
care.
it's,
You can be falling on the ground and
and
they
they'll
will
still be
still
giving you-
give you food to eat.
Oh, they'll put you
My
on their
mom,
leg.
every time I'm on, like, I talk to my mom like every single day, and
Yeah.
she's like, your bone is showing. You
Your
need
bone
to
is
eat
showing,
more
yeah,
food."
yeah, yeah.
I'm like, it's like, for your bone to be showing, that means you're malnourished. I'm like, what are you saying?
Your bone is showing. Go
do,
ahead, go ahead.
do you like your collarbone?
Yeah, exactly. True that.
That's
Yeah.
the way of
Exactly.
the world. Like, let's
Exactly.
just more love, more light, more, you know, just be nice, be more sensitive to people. Basically, I think that should just be basically
Yeah, just watch
it.
Watch what you eat. I don't see that as body positivity, whereby you say, if I don't, food is my best friend. If I don't eat, I can die. If I don't eat, all these kind of things that they do, I'd rather eat food or eat food. You're already becoming so big, and you're still saying I'd rather eat food. So in the end, you're still going to become really bulky. So all you have to do is, if you know your body type.
But some people don't have an issue being big.
No, they don't have an issue being big. Okay,
But
it's
some
okay,
people don't
but for your
care.
health, I'm talking about your health right now. Okay,
Yeah.
so all these things you're consuming also affects your health with total respect to everybody. Okay, but it affects your health as well. You can't overfeed yourself. In fact, one of the cardinal sins is gluttony.
Yes.
Yeah, so you can't overfeed yourself. So once you take a particular amount, or me say they chop, but once you take a particular amount,
Yeah.
it's okay. You're
It's
good.
okay.
It's fine. You're good. So.
All right, guys, let's spread love. Let's
Yes,
spread
so
light.
eat food, but
You know,
moderate down.
let's
Come
be
on.
positive.
Exactly.
Let's love one another. Love your neighbor as yourself. That's what the Bible said.
Love your neighbor as yourself.
Of
Absolutely.
course.
Absolutely.
So if you don't have some love, you need to find some love for
Absolutely.
yourself.
Find some love for yourself.
Because if you don't have love, you can't give love.
This is Kim 101.
You know, I said that.
Welcome back, guys. It's been an amazing time on Trending. I hope you enjoyed every moment here. My name is Pascal.
And of course, I'm your girl, Kim Opera. Don't forget to follow us on all social media platforms. On Instagram, it's at official HIPTV. On Twitter and YouTube, it's at HIPTV. Don't forget to also tune in on DSTV channel 324 and channel 22 on GoTV. Till we see you again next time, don't forget to keep it moving.